Hey everybody, this is Valerie Burton. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I want to talk to you about reaching and assessing your scholars face to face and virtually. A little bit about myself. I'm a business, computer science, digital media literacy teacher from New Orleans, Louisiana. I've been named as LaQ's Educator of the Year for 2017. I'm an EdCamp NOLA organizer, and I've been named as Jefferson Parish Distinguished Digital Educator, a Flipgrid Educator, DenStar, PBS Learning Media Digital Innovator, Intel Innovator Educator. I am the mother of two. I graduated from Loyola undergrad and UNO for graduate school. My website is missbeisonline.com. No, I do not post as much as I should, but you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. My handle is missbeisonline. And if you need to contact me or email me, my other information is on this slide. So again, I want to talk about resources, tools, and strategies to help engage and assess your kids and providing a welcoming learning environment. 2021 has been such a crazy year, 2020 and 2021. So we're trying to find ways to engage our kids and connect with them, whether they're sitting in our classroom or whether they're logging in online from home or they're doing both. And that's the year that I've had. We've had virtual and face-to-face students in the classroom at the same time. And it's been a really, really crazy year. So join me and follow along with a couple of sample daily agendas that require my kids to share their screens, solve puzzles, play games, create videos that demonstrate what they've learned in our class. So I'm going to present three faux daily agendas for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday's focus is video and video notes, where I try to show them how to do some things, and I give them some vocabulary and concept background information, and we spend the day on that. Tuesday, same sort of thing. We build upon what we started on Monday. So they're going to have a Nearpod that's basically some notes, checks for understanding, notes, checks for understanding sort of things. And then the last thing we're going to do is create a logo. And basically what that means is that we've used some of the skills that we've looked at Monday and Tuesday to create a logo for a client. So this semester I'm teaching digital media. So this year I'm teaching digital media 1 and digital media 2. And I try to address my kids as though they're actual graphic design artists. And I speak to them in that light, and we have those sorts of conversations like they actually have to deal with clients and stuff like that. So the way my classroom is set up, we use Google Classroom and Google Meets. And this is just a screenshot of my classwork tab. I try to have some sort of icon or something. Obviously, I missed that week. Um, I have emojis for the different weeks, the different months rather. So March was women, so I had like a dress and a purse. February, Valentine's Day, and Mardi Gras. So I have like a fleur-de-lis and a heart. January was still winter, so I probably had like a snowflake and snow, or I might have still had Santa. But I try to have a different emoji for each of the different months, just a way to, I guess, make my classroom a little different from the other teachers' classrooms, so it'll stand out. I make sure that to keep us organized, I start off each post, I title it by the week, the first day of the week. So, my topics are the week of, and then I make sure I put the date, not just Friday, but 4/16 Friday. So again, I want to make sure, and six, I'm laughing at this, six turned in assigned 22. So these are kids who are turning in their work, some completed, some incomplete, like halfway through class. And it drives me crazy sometimes. It's like I just posted an assignment and then I look up and someone's already turned it in. It's like, how could you turn it in? I just posted it. Anyway, So this is what my stream looks like. I never post any of my assignments on my stream. My stream is just for announcements. And the kids have started taking over the stream and posting. So we've got a GIF. She's got a YouTube video, and I forgot what it's about. This girl's got a YouTube video that she swears. It's not even YouTube, it's TikTok. She grabbed this TikTok video that she swears looks just like me, and she posted it in the stream. So I try to make sure that we establish some sort of relationship with my virtual students so that we connect some kind of way since we're not connecting face to face. So I give them like this area as their own. Now they've been punished. Okay, they've been punished for about 2 weeks or so because I remind them if they post anything that's inappropriate for school, they lose their privileges. They've lost their privileges, and I'm about to give it back to them next week because they miss posting the videos and stuff. Because that's how they share their thoughts with one another. All right, so this is an example of what my weekly slides would look like. I give them slides for the week, and I try to break it down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with screenshots and how-to videos and stuff like that so that they can rewatch it or they can go back to it as a reference and a resource when necessary when completing their work. So here's an example of a Monday schedule. They start off with a sign-in sheet, and in the sign-in sheet, I ask them a question, what would you prefer? And I ask for them to answer a riddle. Again, I'm trying to build a community with students that I may never see face to face. And I do that by opening up a space for them to be able to talk with one another, as well as, a silly little, which would you prefer to have the heads the size of a grapefruit or a watermelon? And I'm going to choose a grapefruit because I think a watermelon is going to be too cumbersome to go in and out of doorways. And I'm going to share and we're going to laugh at each other with that. The riddle of the day, what has to be broken before you can use it? That's a pretty easy one, an egg. So they, when they answer it, a lot of times I'll call out, stop cheating. I know you looked up the answer, that sort of thing. And it's just a way of us getting a report together where, I laugh at them, they laugh with me, and we can connect. So the rest of the agenda, the do now is a typing passage and it's in Flippity. You can put in your own text and have them type out whether it's notes or Mardi Gras time, Christmas time. I do Christmas lyrics or Mardi Gras lyrics. The next thing is domain 4 videos. And my class is teaching Photoshop. And what that means is that there's a lot of front loading and uploading of information for them as far as concepts and vocabulary that they are totally unfamiliar with. So we always start off with videos showing them how they're supposed to do something and explaining concepts and stuff to them. So they have about 14 minutes worth of videos, and we do this via Edpuzzle. In Edpuzzle, you have the opportunity of putting in a video, stopping it, ask a question, having them respond to check for understanding, and then continuing on. After that, we're going to do some more notes. And I do that because I want them to have a copy of the information they need in their hand or in their drive, rather, and not just in Edpuzzle. And then their exit ticket is going to be locks that they have to unlock. And basically that just means I ask them a question and they give me the response. And the response is the key to unlock the door. So here's a screenshot of my sign-in sheet. And basically, I say each morning you'll be asked to sign in. I want to know how you're doing. I want you to give me the answer to your preference question. I want you to take your best guess at today's riddle and let me know if you need some help with any of the assignments. So how are you doing? Okay, good, happy, tired. I would prefer. And then I tell them to do it in a complete sentence. What's your guess at today's riddle? And do you need help? I'm good. I don't need any help. And then they can tell me what it is they need help with. So this is the do now, just a screenshot of the typing passage and the way it looks when it comes up. I tell them they've got 5 minutes to complete today's typing passage. And again, Flippity allows you to paste in your own text. So the text I pasted in has to do with web, print, and mobile documents. And it starts off to create an alternate layout. You can right click, blah, 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 blah. So you can cater these to say anything you want them to say. And that's through Flippity. You just plug in your text. So here's the text I plugged in. So I left the other text in the template just so that you could see what it looks like. So if you click that link, it's live and it will take you to. So if you click this link, it'll take you to the typing passage. So I have it comes with a preamble. I think the I Have a Dream speech, Romeo and Juliet, and then you've got several other topics. What you do is you change the title, you put in your text, and when they click the link, they'll see the information that they need to type. So the only thing I changed was I added web and print. So when you click the link, you'll see U.S. Constitution, web and print, Juliet's balcony speech. If you don't want something to print, you just take off the title and it won't show up in the typing passage. All right, so this is what my dashboard for Edpuzzle looks like. And again, the kids watch videos and then they answer questions, whether it's multiple choice, true, false, or short response. Okay, the questions are embedded within the videos. Once they do that, they then have another worksheet, a Google Doc. And in that Google Doc, we as a class go over what the correct answers are. So I break them up into different breakout rooms, and within their breakout room, they're responsible for answering the questions using each other as resources to make sure that everyone's got the answers they need for the worksheet. And then what happens is I bring them all back and I call on each group. So each group goes in a particular order, and within that group, I randomly call on a student. So I want to make sure that when they're in their breakout rooms, they as a group discuss the sheet and make sure that all group members understand what's going on, because they never know who from the group I'm going to call on. So everyone in the group needs to have the answers. So again, I am trying to mimic the same sort of thing I would be doing in a classroom and calling upon someone to try to get that engagement and to bring them and make them more present in the classroom. So everyone, whether it's face-to-face or online, would log into the Meet, and Google Meet has this wonderful option where you can just automatically or select the grouping and then break them out into the groups and then have the groups end at a certain time and then pull them back in for the main group. And again, that's a way of me trying to make sure that my face-to-face kids and my online kids have the same sort of experience in class. After we do that, there is the exit ticket for them, and it's like a scavenger hunt. Flippity calls it a scavenger hunt. I just call it unlock the locks. They have a question. They have to supply the correct answer. And if they supply the correct answer, the lock is unlocked. So if you click this link, it's a live link that will take you to one of the Flippities I did for them. You have the option of asking for a clue. And if they ask for the clue, generally my clue to them is just the answer, but in a scrambled fashion. And again, all of these things dealt with whatever it is we started off with this morning in watching the Edpuzzle video. So I'm just building, upon that earlier knowledge. So here's what the template looks like for the scavenger hunt or the unlock the locks. And you just plug in your information. Here's the hint, which is the scrambled word as an answer. And here's the answer. And the kids fill it out, and you fill out the template so that you get emailed with the kids' responses. And here are all the options you have within Flippity, and I really do use Flippity a lot. You can do a quiz show. a quiz show. You can have the kids um, be on different teams, okay, and you can call on them in a Jeopardy type game, random name picker, randomizer, scavenger hunt, bingo. They have a board game, manipulatives for you to do drag and drop. You can create badges. The crossword puzzle and the word search, their version of them are to be printed out, but you could use their template and then create it and put it in Nearpod and have them draw on it, or put it, save it as an image and put it in Google Draws, and they could draw on it. You could save it as a PDF and put it in Cami. So, although it's paper based, you can, of course, make it so that it's online and the kids can easily use it as a resource. So that's the end of day one. Day two, Tuesday. Sign in question: would you prefer to have a peg leg or a hook hand? Uh, Riddle of the day: what question can you never honestly answer yes to? And then the agenda for the day: sign in, Quizlet and study mode, crossword puzzle, Nearpod. We have a quizzes and a fill in the blank. The Quizlet and study modes, I use Quizlet often um, because it's a great resource. I can assign to them Quizlet to use as flashcards, and they can try to study the words. I can use Quizlet as a